Hey guys, and welcome to Series 4, Episode 4, and we're going to kickstart the episode off straight away with me at Chaos Elder Druids. Now this is the place I come to go train my strength because it's sort of AFKable. I get about 37k an hour or so it's not bad considering I'm using a rune skimmy. And as you can see, I'm collecting herbs, secondaries and vials of water here. Now the Chaos Elder Druids, they drop snake grass, which can be used for making prayer potions. And the Herb Lore quest, Druid Ritual, will be a quest that I will be unlocking if I PK a rare head item. So that could be a Santa hat, Halloween mask, or a party hat. I just got to be patient and hope that one day I'll find someone risking that in the wilderness. So you see me here just collecting, like I say, all my herbs and my secondaries. Really doesn't take long to collect up a good amount here. And yeah, as you see there on the floor, I've got a clue scroll, a hard clue scroll, which one day I might get really lucky and get a fully wilderness clue scroll. You never know. So I ran to a safe zone so I could go and check it out what it was, and it was in fact a deep wilderness clue scroll. But instead of running up to the bank and doing that straight away, I decided to camp it out a bit longer here. I'd only just come back from the bank, so I thought I'd sit it out a bit more, and eventually I got 82 strength, which is pretty damn good considering the fact that I am using a rune skimmy, which is about 37k an hour. So you see me with all my herbs here, all in the looting bag. The looting bag is such a good invention. But yeah, headed up to the bank and obviously banked my fourth load. Got a load of guams there, and well, I'm pretty sure they're guams because there's you saw in the last episode, there's a guam spawn spot, which yeah, that's got me the most amount of those units. But then I went to the volcanoes to do my clue scroll, which was a coordinate. Now, that's not what I wanted to see. That was a Barrows coordinate, so that can't be completed, and therefore I had to drop it. So I then headed out to East Dragons to do some East PKing, and I ran into this guy who was obviously killing the dragons. He wasn't in any position really to be fighting back, considering he's in green dragon hide, and I think that's even like a maple longbow or something. So yeah, he wasn't going to stand and fight back. Obviously with my tele block, he can't teleport away, so he just has to run south and hope he can get away. Almost got him there with my rune skimmy. I continue to range him. I always put my smite up. There's no knowing what he's risking, so if you smite him for a certain item, it's always going to be nice. I got him with my rune skim this time and did get the KO. He said fuck you, so yeah. I told him to join my clan chat and he'll be safe. That's the same for you guys. If you're in my clan chat and you're in the wilderness, I won't attack you. But yeah, 548 iron knives there, so that's always nice for a bit of range training. And staying on at the East Dragons, I ran into this guy, a druid guy wearing all the robes, and what he says is kind of harsh. He says get cancer. Now I wasn't going to take any of that, so I was actually going to flame him back and say I fingered your mother, but I kind of fought against that. But I killed him, and obviously he was completely stuffed full of like dragon bones and green dragon hides. For some reason I found that quite funny, but not many myth bolts, but he did have some desert robes, so that was nice. And then my last PK clip here of that day at East Dragons, I run into this PKer. He'd obviously just logged in, killing green dragon bots by the looks of it. I got the TB in, got the snare in, started ranging him from distance. Again, smites up. This guy was skulled, so he definitely was risking a fair bit. And just as he starts protecting from range, I whack on my maul, and this guy had no option. Bang, dead. And he said grats. So respect, man, good fight, sort of. I got a mystic robe bottom and a glory, as well as some runes and some other stuff. So that was a nice cheeky little PK there. He also had climbing boots, which I will be collecting for my second quest that I'm going to be doing, which is Death Plateau, in order to wear climbing boots, but I need to collect 50 in order to do that. I also need to do Druid Ritual before as well. So then I headed up to the Major Bank, and this is a good place to hop around and find people that are just out of food, and or they're doing a clue scroll, or they just got back from lava drags, or they're runite bots or whatever. But I got the TB just in time before she could teleport, which is very lucky. And obviously this person is a level 100, so it's going to take some sort of perseverance here to wear the beautiful babe down. But using my rune skim and stuff, I was sort of doing my bit, waiting for her to pray range again so I could whack up my G Maul. And eventually she thought, nah, this guy's doing too much damage with range, whacked out G Maul and did some good damage, but she actually tanked me. But this was actually quite a long chase, but eventually she started running and she was out of food. And she did say something kind of interesting here. It wasn't flame, it was just, you should have waited. I guess she was doing a clue scroll, but I'm not going to wait. And the loot was pretty good. Got another glory, so that's always nice. And what else did we get? We got a spade, which I can use for my clue scroll. I've actually got about 7 of them now. So the next place I went to go try out was the Rose Castle chests. Now people come here to thieve some pretty nice items. Most of them are noted. In fact, I think all the items are noted. So it makes it a good incentive to actually come here and stock up on some supplies. They drop gems, they drop food, they drop potions, runes, and there's some other like random stuff like ashes and stuff. This guy died and he dropped, as you see here, diamonds. They're cut actually, which is a bit of a shame. 195 tuna, 20 noted sharks, a load of coal, 600 mind runes, 9k cash. So yeah, it's a really good spot for me to come personally, because these are the resources that I really need. I actually did get 55 cooking behind the scenes on my second computer as a sort of hangover cure. I was just sat there. I also got my wood cutting up as well. But yeah, some nice loot there. So then I headed to the Chaos Fanatic, which is a demi-boss. Now these bosses, they drop 2 shards. Each demi-boss drops 2 shards, and there's 3 of them. So that's 6 shards in total. And one of my goals for this series is to get or to make any wilderness shield. So I was just sort of waiting for a first shard drop, and then I can see which one I'm going for. But as you see here, some pretty good loot. 250 pure essence, 175 chaos runes here. Yeah, I didn't record every single loot, but you can keep an eye on my inventory and see what I get, which is kind of cool. 50 blood runes there as well, chaos talisman, some herbs. I also got 81 range here. Forgot to vid it, sort of boaty style, but yeah, did get that. That was nice. It was nice. So I'm using diamond bolts on this beautiful guy, and there on the floor, my first shard, malediction shard. Started panicking, and yeah, fucking well happy with that. So that's 1 shard down, 2 to go. Knowing me, I'll probably get all odium next, but yeah. Sweet. So then I went to the wilderness resource area, and as you guys know, this is a place where skillers can come. You've got to pay 7.5k on entry, and you saw in my intro that I actually had to escape a couple times from that guy, so it cost me about 15k actually to escape from him, but it was worth it because I was risking more than 15k. So this guy, I don't know what he was doing really. Must have been a bit AFK, but then he suddenly came to life again. Little bull guy, good fight. And yep, drop my shark, check out how much cash there is. Ooh, that's a nice fucking 50k at least. And then a load of iron ore as well. So in total I've got about 4k in my bank. This guy was following me around as well, this major you see outside the resource area, trying to kill me, but he didn't actually have the cash to get in to hunt me down, which is kind of funny. So I thought I'd have a little play with him. I originally said, dude, go get some cash and I'll risk you, because obviously I was risking 70k cash along with glory and God knows what. But I was bored and decided to go out and fight him. And he was level 108, he had a whip, you see him there smacking me to pieces, and then he starts DDSing me, so I'm like, nah, fuck that, I'll go back in. Seeing as I did just make 50k cash, I didn't really mind burning up 7.5k just to save my own ass. So I potted up, ate up, and decided I'd go for a cheeky little fucking G-Maul spec on him. Ready, go, bang, oh, hit a 2, brilliant, get back in, oh fuck, I'm gonna die, get back in. And luckily I got back in and was saved. So I started laughing out loud, and he must have been pretty pissed because I am only level 69. He should have really killed me. But yeah, I said come find me, and simply hopped worlds and ran to the mage bank with all my loot that I had before. And then next up I decided to go back down to Rose Castle again, this time with some clanmates. And you see in my inventory I've already got 1 kill, but that wasn't enough. This is what can sometimes glitch is when all the rogues start spamming someone's trying to steal from my chest, and then they'll log out. But he didn't log out again, and as you see, a load of prayer pots there, so I can use those for PKing or PVMing as and when I please. A load of uncut gems as well. And yeah, if you want to come PKM with us, just keep on my clan chat, and sometimes I'll host a PK trip, and it's normally on TeamSpeak, so make sure you've got that downloaded as well. I'm just trying to buy some time before this clip and the next clip. So the other day on the stair I met a man who wasn't there. I met the man again today. I wish to God he'd fucking go away. Fuck, there's not enough time. Hang on. 3, 2, 1. Hi, my name is Bear Grylls, and I'm here to teach you how to get out of any sticky situation, dead or alive. Most likely dead though. I'm right in the middle of a scrap, on the outskirts of the wilderness, between two fucking PKers and a noob. Now in the wild, fundamentally, you got to be careful with noobs, so make sure that you keep your distance, and only make sure that you use your special attack when it's needed. Just watch how this noob goes from defensive to offensive. Gone. No longer a 2v1, it's a 1v1. So he starts running, and as you can see, he's out of food. Critical for when you're in the wild. You don't want to be out of food. And now looking back in hindsight, I probably would have found the nearest snake and pissed on it. But back to the fight, the freeze and run is possibly the most common formula used in old school RuneScape. But no one knew where this fight was going. It was all over the shop. What do we expect next? A teleport? An impressive KO? Who's to know? But suddenly, the Major starts panicking. I can't thank my cameramen anymore for being here. Suddenly we witnessed a second fight. Specs going everywhere. Guy wielding a DFS. We didn't know what was going to happen until the main teleported out. It was gone. Just like that. It's all over. Join us again next week for Bear Grylls. So, I was up at Mage Bank and I was hopping around when I saw this guy called Ebola something. And he was in the Mage Arena, which is a place where you go to unlock your God Cape or your God spells. And it's kind of surprising he hadn't done it yet, but he hadn't. And you can only attack with magic within the arena, and so obviously I had to go and get my God spell out, the one that I had unlocked, which is Saradomin Strike. And I got a TB in, which means he can't leave the arena, he can't use that lever, or lever as you Americans like to call it. So I could only start attacking him with my magic, and he's obviously got Protect from Magic up. I put my Protect from Magic up, so it was a kind of fucking pointless fight. So he must have just unlocked it or something. He's obviously, that armor is lunar armor, I believe. So what I did a sneaky, and I actually left the Mage Arena, expecting him to follow, hoping he would, and he called me an idiot, and of course he did. So I whacked on my melee prayers and turned around with my G-Maul, spanked him a fair bit, didn't get the kill though. So as you see, I've only got 2 sharks left. I wasn't quite expecting a fight back, which is a bit dumb. There's my second TB, which splashed. Obviously the TB had worn off. I actually sped this clip up, so yeah, his TB had actually already worn off. I was just trying to get a fucking bind or a TB or anything. Again, fucking TB splashes. So he's only using melee now, which at the time I must have thought that he was out of runes or something. So eventually, I know there's my 4th TB splash, or maybe even my 5th. I finally get the TB in. He starts staff bashing me with melee, so I protect from melee. And I kind of assume he's out and he's struggling now. Obviously he's re-TB'd, so he can't go to the Mage Bank. But I'm really struggling just to even get a fucking bind. Eventually I get one. Put on my D-High chaps, start drilling through his HP with my arrows. And again he comes back at me with his staff. I'm out of food, by the way, but I'm not really going to run, there's no point. He's completely out now. Kind of find it quite funny. He almost killed me, he probably could have killed me, hit me through prayer, but eventually I got the kill. Now check out the loot. What the fuck? He had loads of pizzas, so he wasn't eating. Now look at the runes. I can't even see from here. I think that's 1k blood runes, fucking 45k air runes, 4k fire runes, and a load of pizzas. So can someone please explain to me why he didn't eat? I mean, all I can assume is he either lagged or he was seriously panicking because he's risking so many runes and forgot he had food, forgot he had prayer. But I'm not complaining. I've got 45k airs. I've got like 77k in total now. So back to the Chaos Fanatic and a Sinister Key. I can only use it outside the wilderness, I believe, so it's kind of pointless, but I'll keep it anyway. And a Rune Battle Axe, which is always nice. But what I was really after, because you guys have already seen that I've got the 1 shard, I was either after another Odium shard, after a pet, or after Zami robes, because then I can PKN them, I can also PVM with them for bosses that are weak against mage, such as Scorpia, and there you go, Zamorak robes on the floor, and you get both of them as a drop, which is kind of cool. So I was really happy with that. It was a good day at Chaos Fanatic, so then I could go and try some other bosses with my magic armor, which, if you didn't know, is for pures. It's kind of similar to Ghostly, but not quite as good. But yeah, fucking so happy with that. So if I'm going after the shield, I'm going to be going for the next shard, which would be a Malediction 2 shard. Actually, that's a lie. I think this one drops number 3, but either way, I've got to kill 2 more types of demi-bosses in order to go and get the full shield. So I went to Scorpia, which is actually a bitch. If it poisons you, it hits 20. So I'm only using like antidotes that I've gotten from Chaos Ellie, and they don't last very long, maybe 8 minutes or something, and then you get poisoned again, and that's already one dose out, like gone. Not to mention the fact that I'm using prayer all the time, so that's a big costly thing for me, because prayer pots, I can get hold of them, but you know, they don't come that easily. And obviously energy to run around is a bit like the Sara boss, but eventually I wore it down, killed its little healers, got the first kill, and I didn't get anything. Second kill, got some coins, fucking joy, and then on my third kill I go and get some more fucking coins, and then I think I banked, and then I came back, and on the last kill I got a fucking Phoenix necklace, so I was pretty pissed at that. Wasted quite a few supplies for 4 kills. So you guys know only too well what I do when I'm pissed off, and that is I go and PK. So I went back down to East Dragons and found this guy who clearly wasn't a bot, training range with Rune on. Not quite sure why, but got the kill. Nice. And not very good loot. I mean, obviously the dragon bones, which I keep now anyway, but same old. If you wait around for about a minute or so, something will pop up, and this guy dropped his rune boots on death, so I think I've got 4 pairs in my bank now, which is always nice for when I decide to do some alchemies. Then went down to Corporal Beast Cave, and there was this guy who actually I killed before, but then he came back, and me and my friend Anchor God killed him, and I got a nice extended anti-fire, which I can use against a King Black Dragon. His mate stepped out, but I didn't get a TB in time, and he actually teleported away. But yeah, like I said, I can use this extended anti-fire that I got at King Black Dragon. Also got a nature tiara and some other random shit. So that's kind of weird, kind of funny, kind of cool. Then I went to the Crazed Archaeologist, which again you use magic against. It's a lot easier than Scorpia, about the same as Chaos Fanatic, and it drops some fairly good useful stuff for me. There you go, Amulet of Power, excuse me. And then on the second kill, gives you potatoes with cheese. I think they heal about 16 HP. And here's my third kill. Actually, it's not. These are my highlights, the best kills. Double rune crossbow. It drops 2 rune crossbows at once, both unnoted. It's kind of random, but really useful again, because obviously I PK with those or train with them. And a clue scroll hard. So yeah, they drop hard clue scrolls, which is always awesome. But this one wasn't quite so awesome. Pretty sure. Yeah, that's your nil bank, just behind the bank. It drops cannonballs, 150 a time, which is kind of pointless for me, but yeah, you never know. One day I may get a cannon. I've already got cannon furnace. I PK'd. Drops dragon arrows, 75 at a time, and another clue scroll there. That was in fact not one that I could do. So yeah, then just to round up the episode, we went to, well, it was me and Rook actually hopping around at Hellhounds, and we ran into this mystic guy. Well, I did. Somehow he didn't get away. He got attacked by the Hellhound then, so he couldn't log out, and then he stopped. I binded the Hellhound off him, so I could get my go on him. Binded him. La-di-da-di-da-da-da, da-di-da-da, and started attacking him. He's obviously heading off to the lava dragons, judging by what he's wearing. I started ranging him, and then Rook came in behind, and it was multi now, so I went in for the G-Maul. Rook got the second freeze. I call him Rook, he's called Caleb. He's actually quit the game, which is kind of sad. So hashtag bring back Caleb back. But yeah, we got the kill. Well, I got the kill. And Pestle and Mortar, climbing boots. He also had air runes. Check out how many air runes he had. His shit's in now. Is that 4k? Thereabouts. Now, in order to, and Mystic boots as well, but if someone drops their runes and no other runes, I was kind of spinning out a bit. I was like, what the fuck? He must have some other runes. Obviously, he's going lava dragons. So I waited around, and unfortunately, I didn't actually get it on camera. But he again dropped a load of death runes before he died. I think, was it 1k or so? So yeah, that was really sweet. And I hope you've enjoyed this episode. It's not as long as some of them have been, but it's much longer than some have been as well. So I hope you've been fairly satisfied with it, and if you have, please leave a like. That gives me a big motivation to make the next one next week. And yeah, feel free to comment if you've got any questions or any suggestions. And yeah, same old usual thing, clan chat, Wildependant, forums are wildy.com, and my Twitch is twitch.tv/Wildy Ironman. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.